So slowly, we want to bring in Chevy Chevalier with the National Weather Service office in Honolulu. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Aloha.
Aloha to you. So I know you've been busy for sure, and the big concerns across the Big Island right now, the rainfall, right? And the rainfall rates, what, 4 to 5 inches per hour?
It's crazy, right? Over 40 inches of rain in some areas. Yeah, the Big Island has been dealing with a lot of rain the last 48 hours. And tonight I've spoken to the civil defense people in Hawaii County, and they have roads that are impassable. You know, a lot of places on the Big Island, you have roads that go out to housing divisions, and there's only one road in and out. And if that road's impassable, unfortunately, some residents are just stuck there and they have to wait. And they're finding it difficult for crews to go out there and clean this up. So it's going to take some time. People have to be patient. And we're going to get some more rain between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. We saw no movement. It became stationary, Tropical Storm Lane, and now we're only seeing north-northwest movement of 3 miles per hour. That's not going to cut it, because the longer lane sits there, the more rain dumps on the Big Island and even into Maui as well. And we don't need that. We need Tropical Storm Lane to move on out to the west as soon as possible.
Now, Chevy, meteorology is obviously a huge component of the story, but so is topography, geography. I mean, you've got a lot of big hills, you've got a big ranges. Are landslides a big concern for you?
Yeah, there have been some landslides over the past 48 hours. That's a problem. You know, things get wet and we get these rock slides over the road, and that takes a lot longer to clear out than some water. So, yeah, that's definitely a problem on the Big Island. And hopefully the crews can get out there as soon as possible and start cleaning that up. A lot of people, you know, when I moved to Hawaii to do meteorology, are like, oh, you got it easy out there, right? Partly cloudy skies and 82 degrees all the time. But you're right. You add that topography and 14,000-foot mountains, it makes it a lot more difficult to forecast here in the islands.
Well, I've been reading the wording and some of the warnings that you guys have issued from your office, the flash flood warnings. You're talking about a lot of road closures and even water rescues. It's not just due to landslides, but obviously too much water in the way, right?
Yeah, just a lot of water. I mean, and then you got water coming from the mountains and rushing down there. You got the runoff from the mountains, and then you add the component. You were talking earlier about the surf coming in, you know, up on the beach, and you got the water coming down from the mountains that adds to, you know, erosion and problems there with the surf. So that's another concern that we have to watch out for here. And we always knew that we were going to get a lot of rain, regardless of how lane tracked through here, and that's what we're seeing. We just need more movement out of one lane to start moving to the west as soon as possible. And Oahu's not totally out of the woods here. They're going to start seeing quite a bit of rain on that island too, starting tomorrow afternoon and probably through the weekend, depending on how long it takes Lane to move out to the west.
Okay, well, I got to tell you, you guys have been working around the clock. Tip of the cap on behalf of the Weather Channel, Chevy Chevalier, and the great men and women of the National Weather Service office in Honolulu. We thank you all for your dedication. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right, let's get it out of there. And, you know, again, it was a major hurricane just
Indeed.
a couple of days ago, so we're thankful that it has calmed